1 second. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna share the stream, and then we'll get started. Oh, man. Hey, seriously, I need to try getting more sleep when I should be. Oh, man. Alright. I have finished sharing the stuff. Here we go. Wait for people to come in, I think. So why isn't... whatchamacallit working on this? Oh, there's Shuffle. There we go. You guys wondering why Shuffle wasn't working? There we go. Alright. The first thing we're gonna do is get into a mission so we can let this level up a little bit.
Would you like me to stage your body around one day?
Do I have companion?
It's not the same.
I
but
do.
it would be fun.
Hey Arson, how you doing?
So much fun.
Oh man. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Wait. Thank you, Limbo the Jarred One. It's the Riftguard Sayandana from TennoCon. I'm good, how are you? Doing pretty good, Arson. Just been doing stuff in the background, you know, working on the video and stuff, which, by the way, script is done on that, so I'm gonna get voicing that later on tonight and do some editing. And it'll either be out tomorrow or the day after. Finally caught a stream. Hell yeah, Reigns. Hello, Exobot. How you doing? Right now, just leveling up the riot again. This is my 8th Forma. Because it's pretty freaking good, this pistol. Hey Carp, how you doing, man? I got bored of Blender, like I was telling you that I was working on in the background, and now I feel like playing. Have you seen the new Devil May Cry anime? Also, what the fuck, 8 Forma? Yeah, Arson, I know, crazy. But, no, I have not. And I think the only game I ever played was 5, so I don't really know how good it is, if we're talking about how good it is in comparison to the games. Hey, in the bed. Nice, man. Get some rest, dude. Let my voice soothe you to sleep. I was about to go to sleep, but I had to catch a stream. Hell yeah, so what? You don't have to stay up just because of me, though. If you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. Where the fuck are the enemies? Oh, there we go. But yes, it is true. 8 Forma. Hey Xena, how you doing? Long time no see. What do you think is the best way to mod the Riot for Limbo? Mine has a focus on crits. So Jade in Heaven, I could show you the build that I'm working with right now. But I would say the best way to build it is around crits, but mainly around getting stats effects going. Because the way I play the Riot is that the first volley primes, and then since it has multi-CO, the second volley will actually do the damage, is the idea. I also found building around fire rate and reload speed really helps too. This is one of those weapons where you want to empty the mag constantly, because you have unlimited ammo to work with. I've also only played 5, but it's such a good anime, absolutely. Oh, played 5. Nice. I'm good, how are you? I streamed for the first time today in 4 years, it was nice. Hell yeah, Xena. Let me know when you stream again, I might stop by if I'm available. But yeah, not too much, Xena. I've been doing pretty good, just working on the next video a little bit. And for today, just before I got on actually, I was experimenting with Blender for the first time. And it was pretty fun. Really confusing, but I think I'll get the hang of it. After a week, I finally returned my gambling queen Kome, and it feels so right for me, but Hero was fun to use for a bit. Hell yeah, Axelbot. Definitely, hell yeah. Yep. Yeah, Jade in Heaven. That's how I play around the Riot, because like I've said many times to my friends and other creators I talk to about this gun, this gun is the very definition of death by 1,000 cuts. Like, you want to be constantly stacking damage, is the idea, as fast as possible. Golden Seed, this Iandana got so beautiful in your Limbo, Jesus. Yeah, Golden Seed. I saw this Iandana, I was like, yep, this is the Limbo Iandana, easily. And we're gonna do one more of those. To level it up, and then we'll go play some modes, because I still gotta do some Duviri stuff, actually, because I wanted to get some of those done for the clamps. So you treat the bullets returning as the damage. Not exactly arson, like the damaging bullets is nice, but the direct damage from the volleys is what really sells it. I'll show you in the sim once I'm done with this round. But you'll see what I'm going for when I do that. There's a game plan. And I found when I play it like this, the game plan I'll show you, it puts the gun in a league of its own. Like, is it gonna compete with the Incarnants? Not really, but it can easily hold its own if you compare it to what the game is asking of you to do. Especially if you can group it up, group enemies up too. Duviri, you say? Yeah, Rabbit of Harmony. I love Duviri. It's one of the few bits of old content that I actually enjoy playing outside of Alchemy. Which, on a side note, we need another Alchemy mission. Like, Necromech Alchemy, cool and all, but I'd like another one. I did have fun with Lavostu, he's very fun, I'll play him more when I'm not as burnt out of Warframe as I am now. That's fair, Sobot. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, even my buddy Amalistic has talked about taking some time away from the game for maybe a month or so to just relax. Which I don't blame him. Like, the thing with me is, I can keep myself interested in this game because there's a lot of stuff that I like to experiment with and continue to. And just play around with. That isn't just tied to doing YouTube videos. But I can also kind of understand in the case of other creators why they might be burnt out, either because they've been here for so long, or they don't have the mental capacity or will to come up with something. Which is nothing wrong with that. That just means that you're burnt out, that's all. Deviria's home, Deviria's life. Yeah. Nice, that guy's down. It's almost all up. Nice. 27. Nice. Limbitato. Hey Maru, how you doing, buddy? Theory crafting and fashion frame is why I don't get burnt out. There's always something new for me to make. Exactly, Xena. Like, I've always felt that the only way to get bored in a sandbox, especially one like Warframe, is when you run out of things to think of, I guess would be the best way of putting it. Like, when you restrict yourself. Which is why I'm always open to looking at other weapons and stuff like that if they catch my attention, or if someone tells me something interesting about them. Because I'm well beyond that point in this game where I care about the maximum damage possible, because, like, anything can be made to do damage cap these days if you know the right tools. But, I just feel that when it comes to the game, and this is why I really like this update in particular, is that DE, yes, they're giving us powerful tools, but they're giving us tools that force us to engage with some of the game's mechanics. Like the Bass Assist that we talked about before, and now the Riot, which makes you mod completely differently from other guns. Alright, let me equip a weapon, and a decent primary. Yeah, I'll do the Trumda. And then the Falcor. Which, side note, by the way, guys, there is a bug with the Riot right now, where, sometimes when holding glaive weapons, the gun will just not reload properly, so you have to, like, switch to a primary real quick and then switch back to make it work. Mr. Limbusi, I need help getting the parts for Riot Weapon, but I can't find people. We can do that, Maru. We'll do that later, though, because I want to do some Duviri first. To be fair to Ballistic, he has been very consistent recently. I see why he's getting burnt out. Yeah. Like, I don't blame Animalistic at all. Like, I think in his case, it's mostly just the fact that, as he's told me before, he feels like a lot of what he does in Warframe nowadays is doing videos, and if he feels that way, I've told him, maybe you should just relax and go do something else for a while. Just to calm yourself down, you know? The most I'll probably do now is like 30 minute survivals and 99 kills. That's fair, Exobot. Like, the thing is, people will like different things, because like I said, my favorite game mode is Alchemy, personally, and I love just constantly doing that. Like, I can go sometimes up to 10 rounds before I get bored. Which, for context, that's like a good hour at times. So that's why that happened. The glaive bug happened to me earlier. Yeah, Jade in Heaven, you know what I'm talking about. Wukong guide. John, I will never do a Wukong guide. Like, not to shit on the frame, I just don't like Wukong. Like, I've played him a few times in Deviri when he was available, and he's just not my cup of tea. In that same vein was Primary Cutie, because so many were like, whoa, an entirely second way to play other than multi-chat, and the crowd cheered. Kind of Rabbit of Harmony. Like, it is a little bit different in Cutie's case, because the multiplicative crit got removed, but there's still some weapons, mainly the Purgator, that got released recently, where I feel like a Cutie is actually the way to build for it. Like, I feel like multi-shot on the Purgator is just not it. The Cutie is the way to go. Asking for a Wukong guide is crazy work, for real, Morbids. Also, hello, Morbids. Wukong is a fun frame. And that's good. If you think he's fun, that's good. It's just that like, the way I look at the game is, if it's not fun or engaging to me, then I'll never touch it, kind of thing. Like, I'll maybe touch it once, just like discuss it very minorly if I'm talking about, like, say it's a builds video about how to properly build in Warframe and how to mod, at least in the way I see it. I might bring up something I don't like to sort of demonstrate some aspects if they're mechanically good enough, but otherwise I typically stay away from those. But, oh yeah, really quickly, let's go into here. And I'll show you guys how I've been building the riot for the video. I rolled a negative multi-twin Comax ribbon and it became marginally worse. Yeah, I can see that. There's less pallets, so of course the damage is going to be lower. I built Sight Sniper for acuity, and that's it. Also, I did add Spectral Serration and Sniper Cannonade, so there's a lot. Well, the thing is, Exobot, that's actually not necessarily a good way to build for it, because the problem, Exo, is that you're stacking base damage modifiers on constantly, and you'll eventually reach a point of diminishing returns when you do that. That's why you typically only want one base damage mod, or like some way to get base damage, rather than multiple on most weapons. The Riot feels like it shoots far more shots than it actually does. It kind of does, Arson. Like, so I did find a few things. For starters, if you build it for multi-shot, like, so I have 2.7 multi-shot on this, watch this. The bullets will return prematurely. I'm gonna turn down the music slightly. There we go. Good song. But basically when it hits 16 bullets that have exited the barrel, it will do the reload mechanic prematurely where some of the bullets will start flying back, like that. Which is honestly really neat. Yeah, pretty low, John. I turned it down for that reason. I like this song. It's pretty good. Good way to end Armored Core 6. So now, I'm going to use Rift Torrent to give myself some stacks first, so I can show you guys what I'm building for. Yeah, even with Rift Torrent, it's pretty strong too, especially when you build for headshots. Alright, and now, when I do this... So the first volley primes, like I talked about before, and then the second volley will do the actual damage, like that. Sometimes even killing in one volley. Like that. So I'm using a few things, actually, that I'll show you guys. Like that. And even when I do body shots, it's okay. It's not going to do as much damage if I go for headshots, but it doesn't really matter what have so much ammo. So I can just stack sass effects to do damage too if I wanted to. Okay, so I'm using a few things. So I'm actually using two arcanes. One that is directly... oh, wrong weapon. Using secondary encumber, and I have built this specifically for more multi-shot fire rates to get the bullets out as fast as possible to stack the damage, and sass effects. Reload speed to get me back into the fight very fast, because like even though it may not seem like much, this is technically doubling my DPS because I have less downtime on my attacks. Also, of course, primed heated charge for heat damage. Very important. But this is where one of the secret sauces comes in. This arcane. I discovered this when doing research for the riots, and now I never want to take it off. It is really, really good, because it means that I can like not have to mod base damage directly onto the weapon, and instead use this arcane to do it for me, which is really nice. Which ability do you utilize most, Vanish or Cataclysm? Kind of depends, Gucci. Lately Cataclysm, because I've been playing Riot Bubble a lot, But if I was doing a 1 through 3 build, it'd be Banish. It's just that lately it's been Cataclysm. Or rather a mix of both, but mainly Cataclysm. Now, very important, if you do not have Pressurized Magazine, put Hornet Strike here instead. And this is something I'm going to go over in the video too, when I release it. Because the fire rate increase, it's very, very nice. It's not 100% necessary if you don't have it. But yeah, this is the build I've been rocking on the Riot. I also have a Riven too, but I haven't been using it lately. Hello, Nebulosis. How you doing? Cool to see you're still playing this character. Thank you, Nebulosis. I am the Limbo main, after all. Like, there's a very specific reason why I do not drop this guy at all. Like, I still haven't even played Temple yet, because I still gotta get them, first of all. But it's because, like, this is, like, the only character that really engages me in Warframe. Like, I mean, there's a few others I'll sometimes switch off to from time to time, mainly Sevagoth, but, generally I don't leave him, because he's just too good. Like, he does everything I need to do, and then some. Yeah, Arcane Precision is great. I used it on Kome so I could run Secondary Fortifier for... Exactly, XOY. Exactly. But yeah, this is basically how I've been building the Riot. I will say, though, if you want to turn it into a, Overguard killer... I'll put a Fortifier on for this, as well. You could take this exact build and just switch out the Arcane if you wanted to. So let me equip these boys. Understandable, Limbo's awesome, yeah. But yeah, right here, if you wanted to use it as like an anti-overguard weapon, you certainly could. It's not going to do nearly as much damage as the secondary encumber mode. But if you want to use it just so that way you can strip that overguard, you certainly can. Because you're going to have multiple hits going off to remove it. Limbo carried me through the star chart, he's too good. For real, Xena. Or Xena, my bad, Xena. I keep forgetting how to pronounce people's names. It's like, it's a disease. Now let me put encumber back on. Alright, let's leave the simulacrum. Oh, 1 second, I got someone at my door, I'll be right back. Apologies about that. Oh, Xena? Okay. How about a Nervam Ray? I have tried that before, John. I personally wasn't too impressed with it. I've heard some other people have had better luck, though, so I might look at it real quick before I do the video, or finish the video, obviously. But with that, let's take a look at Duviri things. We got Nidus, Zephyr, Chroma, Tenora, Exceltra, Catabolus. Alright, that's actually a pretty decent roster. Alright, so, who wants to join me in Duviri, boys? Boys and girls? If you're interested, message me in game or put your name in the chat, and I'll invite you in. Speaking of a Nerve, I found a weird interaction with the Nerve in Doma's Metal Gear Prime. Ooh. I've been using Enervate, but it's not as good as I thought it would be, but I don't have any other decent arcane besides... That's fair, Jade. It was nice seeing your comment on Buddha's Switch 2 vid a few days ago, because I was like, hold up, I know that profile pic. Thank you, XO. Yeah, I follow Mudahar. I like him. I think some of his takes are questionable, but not too bad. Nana09. Alright, 1 second. I think I have your Xena, right? Yeah, Miss Xena. Oh. Dix can't join, wanna take rest? No worry, Urk. Also, how you doing, Urk? The explosions from Molecular Prime will give around 30% extra crit chance when they go off, which leads to crazy crit values. The highest I've gotten so far is 430. Jesus. Also, one second. There you go. That way I can keep up with you all if you come back in the stream again next time. Alright. Time for the Duviri experience. Duviri? Yeah. I got my Hero Systems blueprint from Defection mission a while ago. Nice. Forgot, did you want it in Arson? I cannot click on your name yet. Gotta wait for it to load. Sure. Nice. Welcome in. Ooh, Sassfix deal double damage. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna do... Yeah, we'll do this one. Minitis. Oh my god, you have Triburos' Loki, of course you do. That's pretty funny. Honestly, Deviri has just become my mornings. It's so homey, and the shop has good stuff frequently. That's the thing that I realized, Rabbit of Harmony, when I was looking at the shop the other day. I realized it's one of the better places to go if you haven't done Paladina yet to get ribbons and stuff, which is really nice. Alright, are we ready? Alright.
The covetous courtier. Bombastine, Deviri's preening peacock, was consumed by
Stay close to the
envy.
prisoner to free them.
Oh,
Alright, let's
many
do some of
envied
the
him,
other
but he
stuff
cared
around here
nothing for that.
first.
Deviri has owed me for an age, shortchanged me at every turn.
Let's get some
We
decrees.
shall set things to rights. Let us collect.
Oh, hey. This one. Hey, Platypus. How you doing, buddy? Caught the stream rather early, relatively speaking. Pretty good, been trying out Equinox. Nice. What do you think of her, out of curiosity? I used to consider myself a main of hers a while ago. Not anymore, but at the time I really enjoyed her. Alright. The Creed? Increase critical damage. Ooh, I'll take that. Oh, uh-oh. That's not good. What happened there? Try and invite me back. I was bugged, wouldn't load. Ah, I see. I still need to figure her out, but she seems like it's gonna be very fun. She's really weird to play around, but she works best in a team. Gonna go farm Mars Disruption for Sevengoth Prime Chassis Relic. Nice. God, I haven't played Duviri in forever. See yes, have fun, Reigns. Would love to see more skillful friends like her in Limbo. Yeah. I doubt we're gonna see many of those, sadly, but one can dream. Let's do this one. Okay. There's that one. Well, let's see. Oh, I already read that. Oh. I was about to read the same thing again. Oh, uh-oh. What frames other than Limbo and Equinox would you consider skillful? That's a tough question, actually, because, like, I mean, Lavos would fit under that, I would say. Like, he requires a lot of skill, I would argue, to be good. I'll try inviting Xena back. But yeah, Lavos would be one of those. Damn, I can't think of anybody else, actually. At least not off the top of my head. I wouldn't really say Kome fits that bill, to be honest. She's more of a RNG-based frame, which there's nothing wrong with that. Ooh, fish! Fish! Here we go. The music in your graphics settings completely threw me off. Thought you were playing Soulframe. No worries. Do that. Take that one. Would you define skillful as being hard to play in Master or requiring conscious effort to play the frame? A mix of both of those are sim. Like, I would say the pinnacle that is ones that take actual skill to use, like ones that, like Limbo specifically, where they're just very difficult to use, unless you have the proper know-how. But I would also say skillful frames are ones that require more engagement. Like an actual understanding of their kits over just hit one button and you're good, kind of thing. Vauban. Oh yeah, Vauban. I didn't even think of Vauban Platypus. You're right. I would loop him in there. He has a lot of abilities that can be used in different ways.
People owe you their lives, don't they, Drifter?
Even if her abilities don't play the game for you, she's still easy. Yeah.
I want to see the pathetic gratitude in his eyes.
You could say the skill is knowing very well your abilities and knowing them and how to use them. Yeah, that's how I would define it. Yeah. The hardest thing about Kome can be some of the Kree challenges, but even then they get simple after doing them a few times. Yeah, I would say. For what I remembered playing of her, yeah, I would agree. I think the one thing I will give Kome credit for, though, is that she actually forces you to, well, you know, play with different game mechanics, mainly. Such as wall latching and stuff like that to get kills, which is pretty cool. Really quickly, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit more. It does sound a little too loud. Wow, I can't do it any lower. That's lame. Oh well, that's okay. Alright, let's go free the prisoner. Or at least I'll go anyway. Drink some water. One thing I dislike about Kome is that she makes me use my primary weapon, and I don't like any of the primaries I own. That's fair. I never understood why people dislike Yuri. Yeah, also the thing about her is that she wants you to use your primary secondary and melee. Also, it's boosted to 11 because of her augment as it rewards you. Yeah, I can see that. Was so confused as to what this was. First of all, hey Ace, how you doing?
Was poisoned him.
I'll do that. Man, we're getting decree after decree. Let's go.
I grew up hearing stories of these odd configurations. Awaiting those clever enough to solve them. Show me what that feels like.
Elden Ring TARDIS Deluxe Edition. Yeah. Here we go. Is the Glorvo Island in this Deviri cycle thing? It is not her, sadly.
And generosity lay but one thought.
Drifter.
How can this performance
I'll check that out in a bit.
benefit me?
I want what a man of my talent and worth rightly deserves. And that includes the undercroft that Thrax guards so jealously. Ugh. Off you pop.
It is not here, sadly. The other island is, though, the one at the corner over there, but not that one. Alright, let's go into the Undercroft. Wait, right here. Right, enemies are. Ooh, I'll take that. Hello there. Oh, there he goes. Nice Nidus. We got the badass Nidus over here, and then you got the Dead Space Nidus for me.
The void angels that roost in the Zeraman are breaking into the Undercroft. Repair the damage to keep them at bay. The spheres you see are ambient void energy. Gather as much as you can and use it to heal the damage.
Anyways, I'll go to sleep. Have a good stream site. Alright, XL, have a good night, man. Thank you for coming by.
The void angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast. Fight on. Close the ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade. The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes.
What do you gain from Deviri? Just Pathos Clamp, some Platypus. Mainly to take to the shop to see what ribbons are in stock right now or other items. Then I just felt like doing it. I kind of missed playing Deviri
Breach has been sealed.
after playing 1999 so much.
to happen.
Been playing Deviri to unlock cave weapons. Ah, that's right. I still gotta get the Argo and Bell actually. Might do that in my off time. Love for the devs to make Deviri more engaging / less repetitive. Controversially, Platypus, I think it's engaging enough, but I could definitely agree that maybe it needs a bit more. Like, honestly, I wish they had added more islands, if anything. That way it would be a little bit more unique and fresh every time.
Defenses are weakest here. You have done well to reinforce them.
With each new conquest,
Oh.
never
Wait,
once
what?
did he
Oh,
think,
there we go.
surely that is
I was about to say, wait, we're still stuck in the
Surely
Undercroft.
now I can stop.
The spirits of the greedy dead rise, wanting me to return what is obviously mine. Well, I am keeping it all.
I forgot that the cave weapons existed. That's completely fair, man. I believe I can fly. Oh, yeah, the minigame. Shit. Gotta throw the AI off here. I enjoyed Deviri, but mostly play it solo. That's fair.
Sling your hook. I have work to do.
I'm gonna get so many of these. Like that. Love that. Ooh. Very nice. I think I had a seizure watching that Kome game. admit the Luminous are really annoying to deal with. Okay, where is... Ah, there. Hello, creature! There it is. Very nice.
If Ornstein could only have loved himself, he might not have yearned to become someone else.
Potential. Spiced with childish nightmares.
There we go.
Give me some.
Alright, into the other. Right on in. Oh, you can exit. That's pretty cool. Ah. Welcome in. Why can't I put the email? It's weird. My emote wheel isn't working.
Many defensive battles within the Origin system were lost. Through the paradox, you now have the chance to undo those defeats. Prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches.
Wait, how long has that been there? I've never noticed being able to exit. I didn't notice either, Trash. They must have added that very recently. Super nice quality of life changes in LMAO, especially for public groups. Yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, wait a minute. There's a portal now? Pretty smart, just in case one of them accidentally like walks in the portal when the team isn't ready.
Enemy musters for a fresh assault. Hold the line. resolve is being tested. Do not falter.
Ooh, we got a little Bloodborne music going on.
Enemies
Hell
incoming.
yeah.
Stand fast.
The Celestial Emissary team. Let's go.
Like ashes, the enemy has been scattered to the void.
Alright.
Bombestein thought his self-doubt was his alone. If only he had known
Hurtams,
how many
alright.
others suffer too.
Hey, friend.
Some days I yearn for the simple life of a farmer. No reason why I shouldn't have that, of course. Why don't you round me up a herd of my own?
Get in there. Hey, Mythical, how you doing, buddy? Also, oh man. When it comes to the Trump stuff, that stuff's still being delayed, sadly. If that's what you came here to ask about. Just got so much on my plate right now. Oh, there we go. I'm good? Nice, man. A brother in arms is doing well. I was like, doing okay. Like, did a bunch of house things. Got next video that I'm working on right now. What else? Moving into the new place is probably gonna take a little bit longer because the place we originally looked at ended up being sold, sadly.
Not make her his favorite. I was meant to be the one.
A chef cooks his meals in order. True. But yeah, we're looking to probably moving out of the current place we're in into the new one, into a new one in probably a couple of weeks.
The Oro.
What dragon is envy? A hunger never sated, a gift never enough. It darkens the sunny days with a wanting that never is met.
Bombastein's bitter envy seethes with venom and spite.
This is not a free ride.
You've mounted the beast, but are you in control?
Alright, go. Aha! That's good. My family's actually considering moving as well. Nice. Where to? Like, not necessarily like a city or anything, but like, what's the general like state or country or whatever it is that you're thinking of? I've been way too busy to even keep up with Warframe at this point. Yeah, understandable, Mythical. We've all got things going on, you know? Alright, here we go. just want to move to whatever NRC is better and less crowded. Completely fair. I gotcha. Do you think it's possible to bring Limbo into Void Cascade relics and have fun? Oh yeah, Nebulos. Nebulos. I've done that several times. He's more than capable when you have the proper knowledge.
Desperate. Find a mount or perish.
I've actually done my first ever Cascade cap was with Limbo with friends. Funny thing, he might actually be on, ironically, one of the best frames for that mode, too. The music is fitting, let's go. There he goes. How long did you say? We're still here, Platypus. We're not done with this round yet.
Your struggles are always entertaining, but basically they're useless.
Or are you talking about how long until we move? You don't need to ride the horse for that phase. You can just jump to the pillars and shoot the worms with your gun. Really? Oh, interesting. Also, hey, Cephalon. How you doing, buddy? Like, how long did you stay on the Cascade? It took like an hour and 20 minutes, I think. This is about average.
Find a way to stop its spawn.
Nice. Very nice. Only the floor will hurt you at that phase, yeah? Oh, interesting. Alright. Alright, so we are not leaving just yet, everybody. We got the Duviri Undercroft portals to do as well. The special ones. There's one right behind us. Nice. Ah, here we go. They give arcanes and they give pathos clamps, which is really nice. Which pillars do you mean specifically? I've only ever done it with Rhino, Skin, or Dante Overgird, or just face tanking. Yeah, I don't know about that, Trash Monster. I've never done it. Ooh, yeah, Arson. That's why I like doing these. Yeah, they got introduced, I think, back when, I think when Dante Unbound came out, actually, they introduced that you could get Pathos Clamps through here. Which was a very nice improvement. The ones on the outside can wall latch to them. Oh, alright.
Secrets lie buried deep within the
Ah,
undercroft.
gotcha.
The
Yeah.
paradox provides the means to extract them. You must protect the excavators and keep them
Hey,
powered.
PP, how you doing? We doing some Duviri.
Extractor charge expended.
Also some Lies of Q music again. Very nice. Wait, huh? What gives Pathless Clamps? Monty, the Undercroft special portals that you can do in the Duviri open world with the Thrax face on them, they give Pathless Clamps now. They do that and Arcanes, which was a nice quality of life. They give 3 on Steel Path and I believe 1 on Normal Path. Mostly busy, you? Not too much going on. Just working on videos, working on house things. Probably gonna be gone next week. For about a week, maybe even 2 weeks, actually. Because I have to head up to my grandparents' house to help clean it out and stuff. And then also gotta head back up to Georgia again to look at places. Because the one that we wanted to do got taken, sadly. The Undercroft gives Pathless Plants. Yeah, they do for the special portals. In Duviri. So we're gonna do those real quick and then we can go. And there's 3 possible ones. So you can get 9 extra clamps. I recently tried Bob's or Boba Tea, and I gotta say I've been missing out on. Yeah, Boba Tea's pretty decent. I've had it before. Not crazy over by any means, but pretty good. Good music. Elden Ring. Which, fun fact, when I do the Limb Bible 2 eventually, because I've still got that in the plans, I plan on using Elden Ring music and making it Elden Ring theme for the video, so that's gonna be fun. Just gotta wait and see if they announce anything about the fucker before I do go ahead and work on it. The store I got mine offers to add a thick layer of cream on top of the tea, as well as adding fruit jello and sorts. It's great. You have a specific song in mind? Not exactly Platypus. I'm gonna be mixing it up with Elden Ring and Elden Ring Night Rain. That's the plan, because I think the Elden Ring Night Rain main theme would go hard. Oh, there's the Pathless Clamps. Alright, so now we gotta wait for it to get us out. Mesmer the Impaler. Not so sure about that one. Like, I like it, but I don't know if it would work. Honestly, I've been thinking of this one right now. The final battle theme would be pretty good. Okay, so I'm still here. Guys, I'm stuck in Duviri. Wait, can I leave? Oh no, I'm stuck here! What? Okay, somebody find the other Undercroft portal. That way I can get out, because I think it'll teleport me there. That's pretty funny. Lore accurate. Will forever wish Dias 1 was recastable without waiting for animation. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, Lady Zeta. Yeah, someone open up the map and find the next portal. Because I am stuck here. Oh, there we go. Thank the Lord, I'm finally out. Sadly, our Duviri home is infested with bugs. For real. Okay. Next one. Oh, it's over here. They'll be on the map. Like they're marked. Here's one. I found it. Where are the other portals? Yeah, they'll be marked on the map. They have a little Thrax face for their, thing. I'm gonna check a message real quick. There we go. Hello, Messina. Welcome to my humble abode. Trapped at the edge of time. I will say though, back on the Elden Ring songs, I was definitely thinking of using Bale's theme, because I think Bale's would go hard. Duviri looks so good, it's a shame it lags my PC. That's fair, Flash. Also, welcome, Flash. Bale's theme is insane. Yeah. Part of why I want to use it. I am speed. So I did dumb thing, 250% range, Hallowed Reckoning overrun. I figured if my eyes suck, nobody else gets to see either. On the bright side, the Universal Fallout works great on the guy. Hell yeah. Also, welcome, Andrew. I've heard Universal Fallout is pretty good. I just haven't bothered to keep them. What do you think of the Archgun Arcane thing? Rep said next year in the dev short, but Pablo said no on a dev stream afterwards. I don't know, actually, because on the one hand, I think it would be nice to get Arcanes, but on the other hand, I think they're just going to be disappointing. I remember my first time beating Bale. Was so excited I managed to dent a brick wall with a controller. Bale is a really cool boss. I love Egon as well, where he's just like, "Curse you, Bale!" That shit was funny as hell when I first played the DLC. But who should we believe? That's a good question, Cephalon, because on the one hand, Reb is the one that typically spoils things. So it tells me it does exist, but on the other hand, Pablo is the lead designer, so it could also be him saying, no, I don't want to do it, kind of thing.
If the Void Angels break through the wall, their master will
I like to play Radon's theme whenever I play Calaman or Atlas. Hell yeah. Archgun mods need to pass before they even talk about Arcanes, considering the mods themselves are just plain disappointing. Yeah, that's kind of true, Andrew. Like, on the one hand, I think there's some that are pretty interesting, like the radiation mod, where it's like increased multi-shot and radiation damage. But, I do think Archguns themselves are serviceable right now. They're not OP by any means. But if they were to introduce Arcanes, they should be mechanically interesting. Like, they shouldn't just be flat damage boosts or something. Builds were cool, but my god, are some of his attacks complete bullshit? They're not that bad. God, I love Elden Ring. Speaking of, we gotta do a Bloodborne fashion frame video. I've thought of doing that. I mean, I do have a Bloodborne-themed Limbo somewhere in the arsenal.
A breach has been seen. Excellent work.
Honestly, I've thought of doing a fashion show video at some point, too. Sorry for yawning. I'd like the Radiation Archgun mod if it gave multi-shot based on how many rad procs are active in affinity range. Now, that would actually be pretty cool. That'd be mechanically interesting. Even if they converted that to an... Actually, that'd be awesome as an arcane, actually, for weapons. Like, imagine it could be called Primary Overcharge. Or Primary Gamma or something, or Alpha, where your primary weapon gains increased multi-shots per radiation proc within a certain radius, and it can be only available on certain weapons, excluding shotguns, because that'd be broken as hell if it was on shotguns. Would it be possible to make an Egon Limbo? Maybe. Limbo is Warframe's Dio. Radioactive spread. Alright, so now we got one more portal somewhere. It is... Oh my god, it's on the other side of the map. It's over here. Yeah, like radioactive spread. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. It would definitely give radiation more of a use. Right in here. I have thought of one that could be like a toxin-based arcane that could be called Primary... What would be a good way of calling it? Primary Infection, or Arcane Infection, where basically, based on the amount of toxin procs within an affinity range, or within a certain radius, you get, like, damage reduction. I think that'd be pretty cool. Uh-oh. Primary AIDS. Are you streaming long? I have a few things to do, but I want to show off my bronze fashion since I went for Infested Paladin of the Red Forest Lake, that one forest around Chernobyl. I mean, Andrew, you can send it to me if you want to. I'll look at it. Probably stream for like another 10, maybe 20 minutes. I typically don't stream for crazy long, simply because I get tired of sitting in this chair for too long. Primary Fallout. Man, I got super speed. What's your in-game name? This.
The foe is staggered, but not yet defeated. Persist.
I gotta scratch. Dang it. There we go. By Thrax.
What a waste! Your stardust comes to beg.
I'm gonna stomp you to death.
Never find Bothanus free from the clutches of its rightful owner. I, Captain Quark,
Ah, damn it, I can't. I ran out of energy. Goodbye. Man, I gotta replay Bloodborne again. Lillian's Locks. Alright. Take a look at that. It very really lends itself to FromSoft's music. I'm okay to add you on Discord and shoot you a message tomorrow. Yeah, sure, Xena. No worries. Alright, that's the last of the portals, everybody. That's all 3. We can escape. Lots of things don't make sense in this game, like how Hunter's Adrenaline and Rage don't work on health tank frames. I mean, they technically do, Monty. GG's? Hell yeah. It was a blast to play Deviri again. It's been a while. What the heck is it with this horse? Xena's over here like, I'm enjoying the view. Don't judge me. Yeah, but they need allies to get over it. No, they don't, Monty. Like, you just equip it, and if you're a health tank frame like Nidus, just benefit. Deviri hurts my soul. I think that's a little extreme, but explain to me how. I'm kind of curious. Alright. Secondary Shiver? Hell yeah. I needed another one of those. GG's, everybody. GG's. Heck yeah. Let me add your friends. Oh. Alright. The Colorvo grind. Can you explain to me how does Limbo 3rd in a simple way? Sure, 1 second. Well, first of all, it hurts my eyes, too many damn particles. Second, on Deviri update day, I did a full Decree run, which took about 4 hours, and then I disconnected and lost every... Oh, okay. That's fair. That's completely fair. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna leave the squad now, since I gotta do some other things. Ooh. That's a really nice Operon, actually. I dig the infested look. From Wiki, if the user has no shields, damage taken to Overguard granted from an ally's converted into energy. So yeah, I needed Dante on my squad to utilize. Well, Monty, you just run like Nidus or something. And besides, you could just use, you know, secondary fortifier. That gives you Overguard. I'm waiting site. Yeah, no worries, Maru. I'm gonna show our friend here how Limbo's third ability works real quick.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out.
I need to get the Ferosh helm, but I generally am proud of that general look. You should be, Andrew. I like it a lot. Like, Oberon has some awesome fashion. Like, genuinely. Also, Maru, why were you so quiet the entire time, man? That's creepy. Alright, anyway. Let me get some enemies out. So the easiest way... Press 3, weapon go... Not exactly arson. Who needs spider frame when you can make your own? I'll read that in a moment. So when it comes to Limbo's 3... Hunter's Adrenaline doesn't work on Overguard applied by yourself. Has to be... Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's actually stupid then. Okay. Okay, so... Nebulous. The way to think of Limbo's 3 is think of it almost as two abilities in one. It acts. Let me add some enemies to the rift. It acts as an anchor that'll keep the enemy in the rift after the banish timer in the bottom corner of the screen runs out. It basically resets that timer. But at the same time, when that timer runs out, it acts as a rift spreading device, like that. So that way you can spread the rift around, almost like a Sarin Spores. And this is why I call it two abilities in one. Because you can use it both as a means of keeping enemies in the rift, but if you use it with Banish specifically, which releases enemies from the rift when you hold cast, it also acts as a second ability to spread the rift around. Here. But yeah, that's basically how his 3 works. Let me leave the sim. It would be nice if Limbo passive has an auto toggle on damage. It would look similar to Baruch's one. I don't know about that, but that could be interesting. It's so... Not really nebulous. Like, when you get used to it, it's pretty much second nature. Alright, Maru. Oh, wait, actually, wait. Not just yet. I forgot. I gotta go to Act for this. I gotta see what's on sale. And then we'll do some riot farming. My brain hurts trying to comprehend that video of yours, but thanks for explaining. No worries. Meanwhile, my mind immediately goes to the old days of Bomb Limbo. Well, Andrew, what if I told you there was a way of bringing that back? And it's in the most dumb and absurd way possible. Maybe let's watch the Limbo about 7 more times to fully comprehend it. For real. Alright, down we go. I also, when I do the Limb Bible too, I want to use this song too in it, because I think it would be fitting. There you are, madam. Browse wares.
Drifter.
Ah, that's a rifle ribbon. Hell yeah. I'll take that.
Let's see what happens.
Form a blueprint. Not gonna grab that. Primary auxiliary. Oh, I already own that.
You're gone.
I both want to see how that would work, and I'm afraid once it is shown, it will be nerfed. Nah, Andrew, it'll never get nerfed, because the way it works is that you actually need a second frame to make it work, that being Banshee. Because, literally, I shit you not, Limbo's Cataclysm can hit Banshee's sonar spots. It is so dumb. And since he has scaling damage that scales with the enemy HP and stuff, he can hit damage cap really, really easily. So you don't use any subzooms on him for your day-to-day... No, I do not, Nebulos. Like, here's the thing. You could run subzooms on him, but given the amount of tools we have in Warframe to get his, like, KPM up, especially grouping tools, I don't really see a reason to run one. I'm guessing the Limbible 2 addresses synergies with abilities and gear. Kind of, Platypus, yeah. It's... Because, like, here's the thing. The Limbible 2 is going to tread old ground. Like, it's still going to address a lot of the stuff that I talked about in the first video, because it's technically a new guide, in a sense. Like, a better, more fleshed out one. Especially because there's a lot of new stuff that I've learned since then. But it will also be a stepping stone for a bunch of new stuff, too. Classic Banshee breaking things with sonar. Yep. Like Volband. Oh, Flash. Like Limbomb with Banshee. Like we tested this, and I shit you not, we hit damage cap at least like 7 times. It is the dumbest crap imaginable. Wisp is the better Limbo. That is both stupid and the best kind of stupid Limby Banshee patty cake. Yup, exactly, Andrew. We're actually, because I want to revisit the co-op series again pretty soon with frames, and next episode is going to be Banshee and Baruch. We're going to actually show that off, is the plan. It's really stupid. Alright, Maru, I'm bringing you in, buddy. Holy dang. Yeah, I even have a picture of it, too. It is one of the most glorious sights I've ever seen. Alright, we're gonna equip the web. I'm ready, Si. Oh, you wanted to exist? That's unfortunate. For real. Alright, does anyone else want to join us for, the, temple stuff? Want to take a different frame this time? No worries. Can you please show us your sexy build mods? I'm curious about what you use. So, Nebulous, I'll show you, but I'm gonna say I'm using a lot of Nautilus Gordon with him. That's a pretty good one, Nebulous, but let me show you one. Unironically, get used to using Operator and either run this Magus Anomaly for the grouping, or, more importantly, run the Vazarin tree. Because you get this. Basically a free grouping tool. And when you combine these with Limbo and like going in and out of combat, especially with a Protective Sling to deal with Exodus units, you become practically unstoppable. Like, you will fear nothing if you use the Operator in tandem with them. Alright, there's Xena. Hell yeah. Imagine Limbomb gets popular and now top Warframe YouTubers. Well, funny thing, Platypus, there's actually a bit of information that I added into the wiki that I think I remember telling you about. That I'm still surprised no one's seen yet, and when it does, he's gonna probably rise into the meta, because it's like so game-breakingly stupid. They added it into his wiki page. Oh, wrong way. This way. Is the pole from the Operator Arcane as meaty? So, Rabbit of Harmony, the Void Snare is, the Operator Arcane is literally Cordon, but as an arcane. Do you value range on your builds? Not really, Nebulous. Like, 130% range is more than enough. Especially if you combine with the grouping tool to pull the enemies to those surged enemies to spread the rift. Hear me out, imagine secondary fortifier on a hound using Eximus abilities. I've done that before, Flash. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but, I don't know, I'm not a particularly big fan of the hounds. I like using them from time to time, though. Love how it takes me a while to load on 1999. Need a Nova? Maybe, Ace. What's your in-game name? You can send it over to me real quick, or like say it in the chat.
This one is for my bandmates who never got a chance to play for you.
If the music lives, they live.
Lizzie's so cool. I might have to reconsider my Emergence Renewal. Yeah, no offense, Rapid of Harmony. I've always found Emergence Renewal kind of pointless. Mainly because when you die with Renewal active, you're not dead. Like, it's annoying having the penalty, right? But you can also eliminate that with an Arcane, if you want to. So I kind of just stopped using that after a while, and I've gotten pretty good at staying alive without it. A song that might be good in the Limb Bible too is Lords of Ashes by Lappy. It feels really Souls-like. It depends, it's non-copyrighted.
Degenerate and a vile musician. Silence Flare now.
Oh wow, my game lagged for a second. Oh my god, you can't see it in my, what is it, on my screen right now because I have that view disabled. I have the thing open for frame rates and stuff, right, on my other monitor. Whenever I look directly at Flare, my FPS just drops. Bro's rocking it so hard that it's rocking my computer.
Enough of this. Ready? A screamer.
Abolish the abomination! Kill its creation!
I think it's copyrighted, that's a shame. They're shredding for real. I love the Screamers. The Screamers are awesome, Feather. Also, welcome, Feather. I just read Rift Haven Augment, and holy shit, I wish you could cast on yourself. Yeah, Monty, I've said many times when it comes to Rift Haven that even if it was decreased, if it just applied to yourself, I think it'd be an amazing augment to have. But in its current state, I don't recommend it. Which is really sad, because it's a genuinely cool augment. Oh shit. There's no platypus.
Sound check.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, the objective has been completed, damn it. Seems great for RB defenses, though. It is. Like, it has its niche. It's just not something you would use on a day-to-day basis, sadly. That's the other thing, too. If they ever revisit Limbo, like I think they might be pretty soon, redo a lot of its augments, like, seriously. Like, make his 1 for 3 base kit and change his 1 to work on himself, and I think it'd be perfect.
Skuldra, rally and attack.
The Screamers have little propane tanks on their arms. They look like little mittens. Also still looking for the broken wiki info as well. Yeah, no worries, Monty. Just make sure to check the official wiki now, not the fandom one. Because that's the one I've updated. And it's still there too, I checked it the other day. Make a stasis augment. I would love that, Arson, but I doubt they will. Simply because stasis is broken enough already. So I don't think they can think of one that'd be balanced enough. Oh shit, Steel Haze? Yeah, Feather. Oh, it's violence, are you kidding? Yep, there we go, very nice.
That's unfair. What real locals sell? At least the screen.
He just dead. I am your deafening, alright. Like that. Stasis augment idea. Kills while stasis is active increases duration capped at 1.5 times the No, so that's basically the Cataclysm augment. Stasis doesn't shrink though. Fair, fair. Honestly, one I had an idea for that'd be really cool. Imagine where for every enemy Limbo has under stasis, he gets parkour velocity. I think that'd be pretty cool. Be a more niche utility augment. It could be called Nourishing Rift or something. Kills while stasis is active, increase the size of Cataclysm instead of it shrinking. That could be neat. Uh-oh. There you got her, nice. Very nice. Stasis augment. Each kill of a stasis target changes the rest of enemies affected by stasis' color as the rift twists them in whimsical ways. Okay, that'd be pretty funny. It'd be like a troll augment. Alright, got a sack of escapists, let's go. Stasis meme augment. When stasis is active, place Limbo's top hat on every enemy affected. That'd be amazing, Arson. That would actually fix his rift issue, I think. I would love that. When it comes to the Armored Core music, mine are probably Remember and Scorcher from AC4. That's fair, Feather. I've never played those games, but I've heard the music, and I do enjoy them. An idea that was like, while in the Rift, stasis duration doesn't go down, but you also don't gain energy over time while it's active. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. So it's like a trade-off augment. Like, you can activate it, but you don't get the energy regen back from kills. I think that would actually be really good. It would make it pretty balanced.
Send in a screamer. Smash it!
Favorites, I mean? Yeah, no worries. I got you. Yeah, basically infinite stasis, but you also need to save the word for it to work. That would actually be a really interesting augment. If you want Jade in Heaven, I would recommend maybe pitching that in like a forum post and I'll react to it. Wait, can you banish Temple or the Void can hear his sick bit? You can, Nick the Ninja, but only with Cataclysm because they're treated as like a stationary defense target, like cryopods and stuff. Which is a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. Highly recommend AC4 and for Answer for anybody, but getting it set up in an emulator is a little scuffed sometimes. Stasis augment. All enemies affected now dance. Okay, that would actually be fucking hilarious. I love that. It'd be the dumbest meme augment imaginable, but it would be so funny. Make enemies fucking moonwalk with stasis active. I don't know what made me think of this, but recently took Banshee the level cap. Absolutely love saying no to violence. Like a twisted pleasure. How do you like it, huh? Violence. Words like violence break the silence. Good song. Just woke up, what are we doing? Not much, Pero. We're just doing some defense with Maru right now. To help him get what was it, Maru, that you were getting? The Riot, or were you getting Temple? Which Limbo's 4 did void damage on enemies? That'd be pretty cool. I've always felt like his kit should do void damage in general. Maybe even its own damage type called Rift Damage. That'd be pretty cool. Riot? I see. Join the Riot cult. Ooh! Actually, I just had an idea. What if for a rift damage they introduced, because people like the idea of Limbo with silence, it could be rift damage procs, where like it's a guaranteed proc, where when rift damage is active, enemy abilities are disabled for a few seconds. I have done the survey, Pero. I left my thoughts on, hey, give me a Limbo rework in that forum.
Let's flare. What real vocals sound like? Release the screamer.
Blood sun, blood moon, oceans of pain are here for you.
Told them the nerf Limbo. Told him to give me a chromo rework. Base. I think he deserves one. I said in the survey that they should make being in the Rift more visually clear. Same. I did that as well, Jade in Heaven. Why do we not have a force dance gun / skill augment? Freaking brilliant gun from Ratchet and Clank. I don't know, like, I feel like, D's currently in a phase where they want to introduce stuff that they know that people are guaranteed to get kind of thing, so I don't know if a dance augment would be one of those. Alright, Riot Barrel, very nice. Peculiar mods? Yeah, something like those. But, for actual Warframe abilities. Give me that. Thank you. Oh, my frame rate's dropping. Jesus Christ. There's a little too much going on screen. Ooh, here's an idea. Alright, Cephalon, I'm all ears. Peculiar clones. Mirage's clones are summoned with random skins and colors. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. Like, the peculiar mods are such a fun concept. It's like, why not just have a cosmetic mod slot and weapons? There has to be a huge market for that, right? Like, no one dot for damage at all just looks. That'd be pretty cool. Bring back Mag and Frost heirloom skins soon, mayhaps make them platinum. They will, Nick, due to the way that whole thing is contracted, they will never bring those back. Like, they legally cannot, without getting hit with like a huge lawsuit. Peculiar Rift. Screen turns purple while in the rift instead of yellow. That'd be kind of funny. Wouldn't mind that.
Send in a screamer.
Pray for a purge! Pray for a purge!
Cut him off mid-sentence, I love it. Honestly, I prefer that lol. The yellow is kind of ugly. Rift Augment. Flashing rainbow colors and distant playing of Neon Cat. Or Nyan Cat. Wow. Love that. There's too much visual clutter on my screen. If you could bring any stand from JoJo's as a Warframe, who would you bring? Probably Wonder of You, not gonna lie. That'd be pretty funny. Peculiar Pelt. Chroma's Pelt looks at him disappointingly. Popular community, you hear the screams of Super Warframe player every kill walked behind using non-popular frame of weapon. Peculiar gaze. Jade slightly shakes her head in disappointment when looking at a foe. That'd be good. There are so many stands for real. By the way, Maru, I think I'm gonna dip after this one, sadly, because I am getting hungry and it is almost 8 o'clock my time, so I need dinner. Sadly. Oh, I found out today, never click sprint with Titania, especially with Augment. I clicked through the map today by accident. Isn't that the best, though, when you do that? There's way too much going on screen. Sure, yeah, sorry, Maru. Just, like I said, just getting late for me, and we've been streaming for about 2 hours. I'd love a King Crimson, for real. This is bad for me anyways. Bro's having mental problems just being in this mission. Let's go. Daggeth Death Sci-Fi, when near corpses, consume them to get energy generation. Now that would be a cool one, actually. That would unironically get me to play her more, because that sounds awesome. Way too much going on. Rare reward. Boss's blueprint. Proceeds to get 3 in 1 mission. That's how it be, man. That's how it be. Man, my frame rate. Jesus Christ. I hope they fix the frame rate problem in 1999, because it's only here where my frame rate dips like crazy at times.
Enough of this. Ready? A screw.
Alright, really quickly, I'm actually gonna switch to a different song. Because I feel like listening to a very particular one that I enjoy. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Love the Prey OST. For Sans, D4C would be a cool one, but that would be a lot like Mirage, funnily enough. That's pretty true, actually, think about it now. D4C is Limbo and Mirage with extra steps. Kome, roll the dice. When you trigger 3 6s, giant freaking dice fall and deal damage and force ragdoll. That'd be awesome. Ooh, we completed a challenge. Let's go. Very nice. GG's, my friends. GG's. Close that up. Alright, everybody. Well, thank you everyone for, well, Maru and Lady Xena for playing with me. That was a lot of fun, guys. So, I think this was an awesome stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by. So how's the fashion? GG's. Maybe not a good one, but could be super fun. I see. Ah, the hand, you're right. But yeah, I'm gonna get working on the next video tonight a little bit. Maybe even have it done by tonight and release it tomorrow. Have fun 10-0 later. See ya, Nick. See ya, Pero. See ya, Platypus. And with that, guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful night, everybody.